To the git-python development live stream. This time I'm going to tackle issue 67 of the upcoming release 0.3.6. This one is an old one, like 2.5 years. Archive method does not support path parameter. It's long, it's a long one, and I've taken the liberty to kind of parse through it already. And the result is that apparently this does work either by setting the working directory or by using this special form here. By the way, git-archive just reads the state of a particular rev of the respective repository and produces a tar archive or tar.gz archive. And the idea is that people might want to restrict this to a particular subdirectory of their repository, and that was what was the feature all about. So even though at the end it's kind of, yeah, it works, I think I will have a proper look at it anyway, just to be sure that it's sufficiently easy to use here, even from git-python, or well, not even from git-python, from git-python. In repo base, I think there's this archive method, and possibly test repo. There's this archive test, and let's see what it does. We provide it with an outstream, and then the rest seems to be handled by the git command itself. So basically whatever we provide as a git command, or to the git command, will be used. Tree-ish is the tree-ish name ID defaults to active branch. That's basically the state of the archive that we want to create. Prefix, what is prefix? Is the option of prefix to prepend to each file name in the archive. That's probably useful for installations or something. And what do? We just put into kwargs and pass it on to the argument list of the command that we call here. Ooh, that's kind of, oh no, wait, that waits until it's finished. Yeah, good. I was thinking that, damn, it just creates a background process and then just returns, but it does not actually. So arguments passed to get archive. Note, use the format argument to define the kind of format. Use specialized O streams to write any format supported by git-python. By Python. So that way I guess you can just stream the data, the tar data, into a zip compression stream or something like that. Possibly, because maybe that stream doesn't even work if it's not a native operating system stream, because I think the process is connected, the archive, git archive process is connected directly to that one. All right. First of all, I guess I have to inform myself about the formalities here. Git help archive. What can it do? All right, so all it takes is a path at the end of the command list. Here we have the tree-ish, and then we have the path. One or more. So what we could do is just to have something like that. I don't know, does that work in Python? I think so. Something like that kind of allows us to specify any amount of path that we would just append there. On the other hand, that would break our existing API, and I don't really want that. I don't want that at all. Yeah, so that doesn't make it nicer. But what about allowing a path argument in kwargs that will allow us to choose a particular subdirectory here? just document the hell out of this thing, and then we should be done, because then we can just provide it here if specified, like that. Okay, let's do this. Path is kwrks pop path, and an empty list if there is nothing, and then we can just specify it here, and it will automatically be appended properly. That shall be fine. Okay. And yeah, in order to test this, and I will add the documentation in a second here, but first I really would like to adjust the test to do this. So we say here's the stream, here's the tree-ish, which is just a tag, prefix. Prefix is something we just specify here. Where is it? Prefix, that's that one. And now we also add a path keyword argument that should go right into kwrks where we get it out of. Should be a list, definitely so, and maybe, you know, we just make it easier, because most people will just probably give a path a single one, and then we iterate individual characters out of the path that they provided, and that kind of is annoying initially if it's not a tuple or list. Then please make it a tuple or list. Assure path is list. Alright, so now we can do it anyway. I would like to keep it called, or to use the plural here, path, because it can be multiple one, right? And the multiple ones, and yeah, I'm not sure what's better. Probably most people will use a single path. So let's make it singular then, and convert it to a list if it's not yet a list, and then we should be good. Let me pass it on here. I like the linter, really works. Good. And I think in that commit we definitely have the git subdirectory, and we just specified a single path, and not forget now it's plural. Let's run it. It's test repo test archive, nose test repo test archive. Fatal, path spec git did not match any files. Are you sure about this? I would expect it to have a okay, maybe doc definitely exists. There we go. Okay, so the repository looked quite different there apparently. Maybe we can also use a later revision, 0.3.4, and then we can use git, like so. It's also slower now, is it? 0.22 versus doc and 1.6. Yeah, so let's use the fast version. It's like twice as fast as the other, even though we are still talking about fractions of a second. That stuff accumulates, you know, and let's save the environment by saving energy, by saving cycles of our program. All right, so I guess that's it then. You may specify the special path keyword, which may either be a repository, I can't speak and write, repository relative, path to a directory or file to place into the archive, or a list or tuple of multiple paths. All right. That's it. I mean, nothing changed in the code. Let's ask Flake what it thinks about our work so far. Probably Flake does not. Oh, Flake does like it. That's one of the few times when this works right away. Nice. I do concur. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's run all tests just to be sure while we prepare the commit. Fixes, which one was an old one, right? 67, yeah. 67. Added path keyword argument to repo archive. The cool thing is that this actually basically is all we will ever need, because there can be one triage, which we already provide, and then one or more path, which we can now specify. And in addition to that, everything else here that this thing supports can be specified. And sure, with the working tree, Git archive could already be kind of controlled to just use a particular subdirectory. Still, you know, I think the implementation is complete enough to allow pretty much everything now. And that's all we wanted. That was a simple fix. Allowing this allows subtrees to be archived as well, and makes archive feature complete. All right, let's push that. And we are done. Did that work? Okay, that's one of these spurious errors that we still get, where it parses totally weird thingies. This happens from time to time, and I mean in Python below 3, Python 3 fortunately implements poll, so we can use it, but in Python 2 poll does not exist, at least not in OS X. So we have to implement concurrent parsing from 2 streams using threads, and for some reason they freak out. And I will have to have a look at this to finally figure out why this is an issue here. All right, so far so good. The issue has been closed for us, and I'm happy. 15 minutes issue is quite all right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.